Welcome, and thank you for joining for another whiskey review. Today, we're going to take a look at the Cadenhead's 17-year-old Kalila Cask Strength Collection, Dustin.
Authentic Cask Strength Collection.
One of my favorite collections, 55.1. Dustin, what is the difference between the two Cask Strength collections?
Honestly, Mike, in the past, like the small batch and single barrels we got here in the States were Cask Strength. They're now all 46%. I think this is maybe a new line they're doing that, just to confuse us. I don't see these in the States, so I have to buy them overseas.
Well, I love the bottle.
I do too, yeah.
Look at this bottle. Caden, did you get the squatty ones?
Yeah, and they also I know they had a tall, skinny one that just kind of your traditional, but I like this one. It's a good
tapered out, good shoulders.
It's kind of a good combination of like the squatty bottle and then like your traditional bottle. Like this fits everywhere, but it's got a nice look. I like it.
That was what I always went for as a young man, Dustin. Fit everywhere, but I got a nice look. 55.1 ex-bourbon. This is a relatively new bottling, Dustin. Looks like we debottled it in December of 2023, so just 3 or 4 months ago here.
Yeah, I just picked it up about not even a week ago, so they're out there.
Number of bottles, 204. Again, if I didn't say it before, 55.1 2006 vintage. Authentic Cask Strength Collection.
They even give you a little like flavor wheel on the back, so that's what they're claiming. We'll see what we think.
I'll tell them what their whiskey tastes like. Thank you very much. 17 years, Dustin. Not a common age, but a good age. Not a common age, but a good age. We have a 34-year-old, or you have a 34-year-old Cadenhead. Maybe we'll do a whiskey to see if...
Got some 10-year Blackadders maybe we should bring in.
Yeah, compare them.
Do a little comparison.
All right, let's get to it.
That nose is explosive with rich...
Lemon.
Huge lemon loaf. Giant smoke.
Anytime I get this much lemon on a Kalila, I'm usually in for a good experience. The 30, the 35, they all have that get out in front of you lemon loaf.
You pick up a huge bit of salinity in there as well. It's just got some savoriness. I don't get any distinct meat notes here, Mike. It's definitely got some meatiness to it, but just fruity, salinity, punchy, smoky, just big, awesome whiskey.
I'm just seeing yellow fruits, Dustin, here. Lemon, grilled lemon, and it's both of them. Pineapple. Bit of grapefruit juice. Orange juice.
Maybe some bacon in here. Slightly undercooked bacon. I like mine crispy, but this has probably got some undercooked bacon.
Some fatty bacon, Dustin?
Yeah, some fatty bacon.
Never. Always burn bacon.
That's how I like mine. Well, I'm not burned, but just missing burned. I'm going to mess up. It's got to be on the burn side, though.
Yep.
I don't want it undercooked.
Nope.
God, the citrus level in here is really intense. Like I'm looking at the bottle here, and they're hinting at where the fruit levels are. Hell no. This is every bit as fruity as it is smoky.
Oh, yeah.
And it's smoky as hell.
Yeah. Beautiful Kalila. So many recognizable components to this whiskey.
This is not Kalila's like official releases. This is...
Yeah, it is. It's like the 30, 35.
Okay.
These are the good Kalilas.
I meant the standard core range. Even the 25 is not this.
Kalila doesn't have a great core range.
I mean, 25 is pretty good. If they would just bump it to 46, they would have a hitter.
Yeah.
Because that one is really good at 43.
And if whiskey was good, it wouldn't be bad sometimes. It's 43% at 25, man.
It's still we both had that, and we really enjoyed it. I remember having it here with you one day.
Yeah.
And we were both like, man, that's really good. Just wish they'd give us a little more oomph.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
Just like this.
Oh, God, the 25 was Cask Strength. Holy shit.
Okay, now I'm getting vanilla icing sugar on top of a lemon cake.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong. And it is very vanilla. It's not like a buttered vanilla or something. No, it's vanilla.
Everything in this experience is turned up to 11. Like, it's citrus. It is lemon. It is vanilla.
It is heat. It is smoke.
Goodness gracious. Nothing subtle here.
This is one of the peatier expressions I've had from Kalila as well. Like, even like the 35 and the 30, which I thought were phenomenal peat bombs. This one's even got a little hint, maybe more. It doesn't have the smokiness or the depth of those, but
the deeper you dig, the more it's coming off coal smoke. The more the smoke is getting dirty. The only thing dirty about it's the smoke. But you see the color of this whiskey, Dustin?
That is a beautiful color. That is all ex-bourbon, but it is like...
That's what it smells like.
But like, there's a density to it. Like, that is... like we've got very light ex-bourbons. This is very good. Now, did it say first fill on here or not?
I don't know.
It just says bourbon's hogshead. Yeah. So, yeah, it's not even a...
Nothing jumped out at me.
Definitely not a wet bourbon cask here. I mean, a hogshead means they had to reconstruct it into a bigger barrel.
Beautiful, Dustin. Just absolutely beautiful. This is the type of lovely lemon and citrus I like. There is no better lemon notes in whiskeys than a great Lagavulin or a great Caol. Like, those two distilleries do a beautiful lemon note so well, with especially when it's ex-bourbon.
I mean, I'm telling you, Mike, this... It's not the complexity that you get when you've got a really high-end sherry cask that's just kind of turn things into weird ways and unique, elements and compounds you're not used to. But this is perfection, Mike. This is absolute perfect bourbon and peated whiskey melded together here. There's just, I mean, it's not just that there's no flaws. I mean, everything about this is beautiful. It is absolutely perfect.
It's so easy to enjoy, Caol. I mean, there are so many individual Caol bottles I like because the profile is so consistently pleasant to me. I love the lemon in it when it's done right. When it's done right, you get this sugary vanilla note that's, like, again, is almost like icing on a cake, along with a strong peat note. But that peat note cannot be offensive to anybody who likes peated whiskey. It's for someone who enjoys peated whiskey. There is nothing off-putting about that peat note on these Caolas.
I'm even getting sea breeze here, Mike. Just the wind coming off of the ocean.
Buddy, I'm getting sun on my face.
It's a 75-degree 9:00 evening. The sun's just now going down in the summer, and that slightly cool air is coming off of the ocean.
It smells like it looks, Dustin. It's like a ray of sunshine.
God,
I might get a little tan just from having this around me. Don't even wear a hat. No, but seriously, man, beautiful whiskey. Lovely whiskey.
The nose is incredible. Even look at the legs. If you guys can pick up, I mean, the legs are slow. They're oily. It's viscous. Oh man, Mike's going in. I mean, I haven't really been talking about legs a lot lately on the whiskeys we've been doing, but this one's got a just beautiful set of just rich oils coming down. One of the things that I've kind of, Cadenhead, I sometimes struggle with is that a lot of Cadenheads really take on a very similar profile in that 15 to 25-year-old range, just from the rick house. But this Caol doesn't have that classic Cadenhead oak note as distinct. I mean, it's there, but it's not getting in the way.
Oh, the peat note is almost tobacco. Mm-hmm. Tobacco, peat, mint. Then it goes into the candied lemon. Then comes back tarry and citrus. Sunshine and lemon meets elbow grease. Man, that tobacco mint note at first, I wasn't expecting that at all. Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Just to add, when it gets dirty, you also pick up a little bit of fresh burned tires.
Yeah, I was going to say we had fresh road.
Drag strip kind of...
with a cake on it. And like the sugar's melting on the road because it's so hot. Like, man, the sweetness thrown into this absolute furnace of a peated experience is incredible. Like, it's still there. It's almost like it's protected by something. So it's still like that sweetness will dance around in little spots.
I'm getting
insignificant yet there. You know what I mean?
I mean, right now I'm finished. I'm getting hints of lemon, but it's very subtle. I'm getting icing still, and then I'm getting that rich, beautiful peat. I mean, God.
I don't know if I've ever gotten that tobacco-y mint note. It was just right at the beginning of the experience. Thanks for not telling me that was coming. Because you've had this before, I haven't.
I gave Mike very high-level notes on this one when I was having it, but I told him to expect a really good whiskey, but I didn't really dig into it.
I appreciate it when you leave me a surprise. Man, that was really something. Right on the beginning of the palate. You get the initial Caol. As soon as you swallow mint, instantly that just turned into a beautiful tobacco mint, and then just lemon and icing, and man,
the fact that it's able to get so clean and then so dirty, and kind of go back and forth throughout the whole expression, where you're getting again coal notes, dirty coal notes. Then I'm getting again that little bit of burnt rubber, where I'm at the drag strip and I'm smelling that high octane, exhaust and everything else. I'm tasting the smell of that for a second there, and then it comes back. It sweetens up again. It's all that lemon. You're right. The tobacco's there. The mint is sneaking in there.
The back and forth between clean and sweet and dirty, and just how one doesn't touch the other. It's like you ever seen the movie Bruce Almighty?
Yeah.
Like Morgan Freeman. Like, so whenever they get into something, he can like snap his fingers. All of a sudden, they were all clean, all back to square one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just amazing how like one doesn't touch the other.
Absolute perfect expression of bourbon casks and peat. And we've talked about this, Mike. I don't know if there's a single cask. I guess it's not.
Yeah, that's, you know what? I had the same question. Like 204 bottles, you would think would just be one cask.
I mean, it could be two.
I think it's one cask.
It's probably one hogshead. Yeah, so it's probably is. Oh yeah, no, yeah. It just says cask strength. Doesn't say. I assume it's one cask. Unfreaking believable. I don't know how they were able to pull this off.
Because we've had a lot of Kalila. We've reviewed a lot of Kalilas, and specialty Kalilas. Mm-hmm. This is in my top 5 for sure, maybe top 3 Kalilas ever.
It's got to be in my. I think this is better than the 30.
We have that 34,
35 and 34 are competitors, but this is
this is
again when I first had this, I said the best comparison we could even bring to people is putting this next to that Lafroig Signatory,
yeah.
Even though it's sherry versus bourbon, because they're just punching way above their weight, way above their age statement.
This is another scenario where 15 to 20-year-old, sometimes peated whiskeys, you get some of the best ones in this age, 16, 17, around this age. Oh, Dustin, I'm going back in. I threw a little bit of water in it, man. That was such an impressive palate. The nose is good. Mm-hmm. Nose is good. 89, 90 nose is good. The palate, wow, this is a great palate.
Ooh. So now I'm getting a little bit more bitterness. And I was first thinking, I don't like that as much. But now on the finish, at the very end, I'm getting like this smoked grapefruit, pineapple thing that is freaking delicious. Oh, that is good. And it's just lingering with like a splash of like confectionery sugar. Man. A little candy cigarette note.
You're right. This is epic. We're out there with some of the more epic bourbon casks, or epic peated whiskeys. I can't get my words right.
I mean, Mike, it took all my willpower not to just drink half this bottle. When I cracked it, it was so good.
I mean, grapefruit, like some type of other sting, like something that's not lemon and a little more tart. Mm-hmm. Like something's there, but still something that has some sugar, like in the background. Man, that
the depth just keeps showing up more.
Yeah, that tobacco note, like it's shuffled different when you put water in it in the experience, as far as how it stacks. But man,
God,
a lemon banana on top of that.
Banana, really? Let's see here.
Sugared lemon banana on top of that lemon cake that is covered in that white frosting. Why I have a New Riff cigar in my mouth before I light it.
This is actually giving me a lingering cigar kind of note here, actually.
Before you light it.
I'm not quite getting the banana, but see where I can maybe over like a.
I mean, there is distinct lemon, pineapple.
Those are what I'm getting.
Yeah, and there's some other type of fruit, maybe grapefruit.
Again, the very, very finish here, that little bit of bitterness, I'm getting a hint, kind of riding a little bit of a Hazelburn 10. It gave me a little drop of that, but much softer, much sweeter, much richer, much more decadent. Everything about this is decadent and yet savory. I'm still like...
It is almost numbing the front part of the lower part of my jaw.
Yeah, I mean, I agree that this is not super spicy. It's not floral at all, but I think there's more sweet here, and I definitely think there's more fruitiness than they're saying.
I completely agree with you, Dustin. I mean, again, this is an arbitrary whatever they're putting on the label as far as what the tasting notes be. It just seems...
Yeah.
So I'm counting 21 fine oak, like peat and spice, like what?
Yeah, they've actually got a little like a QR code here. Maybe we'll look into it and put some notes down below.
As I said, I will tell you what I think about the whiskey.
But I meant maybe the QR code will tell us if it's single cask or something.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I just meant as far as smell and taste.
Oh, yeah. They can say whatever they want.
Yeah, this is an incredible experience, Dustin.
They get paid a salary to do this. We make like $3 a month, so clearly we're the experts. We're doing this as a labor of love.
Yes. Technically, we are getting paid. It's just not much.
It's very little. It doesn't cover the whiskey.
Technically, we're professionals.
It doesn't cover the cleaning supplies for the glasses.
No, my forearm's a mess. All right, Dustin, whiskey score time. We could sit around and gush about this bottle all day. You said it was good before I got here, and you were not misleading me in any regard, and I appreciate you saving the best parts for me to find on my own. Whiskey score, where you at? Allow me, since I'm
Right ahead.
first. 91 out of 100. I could go, maybe with more time, more experience, I'm even at a 92. There is nothing off-putting about this whiskey. There are multiple things that are super high level, mainly the taste. I really, really like the nose. The nose is an 89 or a 90 on the nose. The palate is a 92 all day. All day. It's that good of whiskey. I'm at 91 out of 100, Dustin. Beautiful Kalila. One of the top 5 Kalilas we've ever brought to people on this channel.
Absolutely. I'm 92. I'm a confident 92. I'm a little higher on the nose than you. 90, 91 range.
And that would make it a 92.
And yeah, what I think really sets this one apart is its incredible mouthfeel, which I didn't even mention up to this point. But it's rich, it's viscous, it's oily, and yet there's no alcohol burn. There's no sting. It's just so easy, and yet it lets you relax and enjoy the experience because of the richness and oiliness. Meanwhile, the finish has its own transition. It is incredibly long-lasting. It puts most 18-year-old peated whiskeys to shame in how long the finish lasts. I mean, I'm just enjoying right now this beautiful smoke and oak char.
Dustin, how much you pay for this bottle?
180.
That is such a good deal. I mean, I might borrow this as soon. I know as soon as we got here, I'm done with these whiskey reviews. I might buy this. That is worth every.
Oh, I'm buying it back if I can find one. That was the last bottle they had where I got it, but that store is famous for bringing a bottle back and charging a few extra bucks. And I'll pay a few extra bucks,
buddy. That was an excellent bottle. And you know what? That it's about as strong of a 91 as I can possibly give it. This is such a good whiskey.
Well, you're wavering between the two, so I mean, absolutely incredible.
Great whiskey.
Don't let the age statement. Honestly, I think because you think 17 years, you're like, well, it could be.
There are plenty of good whiskeys plenty of epic 92, 93s between 15 and 20 year olds in the Isle of Whiskey. Just you have to find them. And Dustin, if you like Kalilas, you're going to love this.
Yeah, I was just going to qualify, Mike. If you are a peated whiskey fan,
love it.
This is an absolute stunner.
If you love Islas, this is
if you're somebody who likes peat, but it's not your go-to, it's not your favorite. My favorite distillery is Springbank. It's still a nicely peated whiskey. But I love old, heavily peated whiskeys, and this is just...
This is just like the Caol bottle for the Whiskey World that we bought 30 of a piece. It's that good of a whiskey. This is another one of these whiskeys, like under $200, you got to be kidding me. If you guys have it, there's only 204, but if you guys find these, just like the Caolans, there's only 200, 300 some of those.
I've already found people who have this bottle, by the way.
Unbelievable. Please, if you guys had a chance to look at this video, tell me what you guys think of this. I don't think I'm overrating it at all. I'm going to try to find this whiskey later on tonight and buy it.
You know what's right now I'm thinking, Mike? This is our second Cadenhead's bottle that we've brought to people this year. They are the independent bottler of the year. They are killing it.
All right, that's our thoughts on this particular whiskey, Dustin. Until next time, we'll do wish the folks.
Happy, independent, hit or drink.
My favorite kind of head, Cadenhead.